Welcome back to Project Zomboid. This is not where I left you last. I've actually been playing a separate game on my own for a while, and I kind of wanted to come and give you a tour of what I've been doing because I feel like I've sort of crossed a threshold into playing the game differently than I have in the past. Historically, what you've seen me doing is wandering around like a nomad eating chips, and that was about all I ever did. Now, I've started getting a little bit more ambitious. So this motel, which I think, I've used this motel in previous episodes that you've seen me. I'm now using this motel as my base. I've got 2 cars with full tanks of gas here, ready to go if I need to leave town. And I suspect I will need to leave town at some point because I don't know of any water sources that are nearby. So they're full of equipment in the back. I've got a bunch of like weapons and tools and first aid, lots of bourbon. And I've been using the motel restaurant over here as like my personal feeding trough. I've basically been picking up frozen food and refrigerables like from across the entire neighborhood, collecting them here, and then eating them, and then cooking them and eating them every morning for breakfast. Leaving in the morning with a full stomach, and then going and scavenging all the nearby areas. I've been marking out places that I've already scavenged on the map. And so eventually my plan is to scavenge all the nearby places, bring them all back to the motel here. And sort of like build sort of a life for myself here. And at some point I would need to start driving and ranging further. And hopefully I can find a water source that's close to the motel. If I can't find a water source close to the motel, I'm going to have to start scouting for another base. Someplace that once the water is shut off and the pipes dry up, I can actually keep sustaining my life here. But it's kind of interesting because I'm not wandering around all the time, because I've got a settled place, I'm more confident that even if this character dies, which so far he's not suffered a single injury, even if this character dies, we'll be well positioned for another character to come and just adopt his entire life. They won't have the same level of skills that he has, but he's got most of what he has is not on his person. It's not something that they would have to chase down. It's collected in this base. So it's been interesting to sort of go through the mental transition from being a nomad to being a settler. So that means that this game is a little bit more sort of advanced down that path than the game we've been playing in these episodes. So let me go and reload that game and see if we can start trying to work towards making that same transition in the new game, into being a settler rather than a nomad. So let's go. Dead Irvine was the name of that saved game. Oh, hey, Hadrian. So Hadrian and I have been tweeting back and forth about this game. He's tried this game in the past and wasn't able to get that deep into it. Same as me, before I had the help of my stream community to sort of guide me through the process. So, to catch you up, Hadrian, in this saved game, my previous I've had multiple characters die around here, but I was at that same motel for a while, just to sort of as a sort of a gathering place. I wanted to try to move to another town. That was a thing I had never done before, and so I managed to collect a bunch of gasoline, and I got a working car, and I drove all the way down here to March Ridge, and March Ridge had way more zombies than Muldraugh. So I settled here, but my character, unfortunately, had been bitten and was on the way to death. And so I basically just walked him into some zombies down here because he just was not going to make it. But before I took him down there, he was a burglar. I had him hotwire a vehicle, and I think that vehicle is here waiting for me. So now I'm a different character, not a burglar. I'm a first aid expert. I'm hanging out at this house, but I actually found a great bounty at this house. Like, I think I might just just head up towards that car unless I see something really attractive, because I've already got a duffel bag. I've already got a great weapon. I've already got a backpack. I got a battery full of, a bunch of both easy access food and canned foods. And I'm pretty sure that before he died, my previous character, who I will call Richard Branson, my previous character had a can opener. So I think that I don't even need to necessarily find a can opener here to use this food. I've just got to get to where the other guy was before I get too hungry. So I'm just going to start heading north. I'll check my map periodically to make sure I'm on track for where I left that vehicle. And unfortunately, this character does not have the ability to hotwire cars. So the next time I start a new game, I'm probably going to start with another burglar. Like when this guy inevitably dies, I'm probably going to start with a burglar again and try to hotwire more cars so it's easier for my characters to get around. Oh, holy crap, what is this? A sledgehammer. So, oh, hold on. Let me pause this. All right, I'm back. Anyway, here's a sledgehammer. So I've never actually used a sledgehammer as a weapon. It looks like it's kind of intimidating, unusable at max exertion. So yeah, it's really, really powerful. But the advantage is I believe that this can be used to destroy staircases if you need it. So let's remember where this spot is. Wait, do I have a... Oh, I don't have a pencil, do I? I probably don't have a pencil. Nope, I don't have a pencil, so I can't mark this. Let's just look where it is. Right here. It's like near these purple buildings. Okay. We should definitely come back here and grab that sledgehammer. That seems like that'll be useful long term. So, Hadrian asks, let's see here. Is there no traditional game over in this game? You just sort of start over as another character. So you get the option, like when you die, you're presented with a screen where you can either just sort of quit and start a new solo game, or whatever, or even a new friendly game, in a completely different world, just restart the world from scratch. But the default that I've been using is to just start a new character in the same world, which means all of the stuff you gathered, all the stuff you built, everything is still there, and you're just a new person trying to take advantage of it, which is great. I assume, and I have not played in multiplayer yet, though I've got some plans with some friends to do so. I assume that in multiplayer, you can start over as a new character in the same world with your friends, and all you have to do is find your friends, and you can keep playing with them. I imagine that that might have been one of the motivations to making the game work that way. You know, so that friends who are playing together don't have to just be like, oh, well, you're dead forever. I guess we need to just quit and start, or like, oh, you're out of the game. Sorry, you're not in our friend group anymore. Like, you know, that would just be really obnoxious, right? So the idea that you can sort of preserve the world and just keep going as a new character, I think makes sense on a lot of levels. So again, oh wait, oh, somehow I did something that prevented me from having my weapon in hand. So I have been getting much more confident in the combat recently, feeling like I can easily sort of like back up as I need to. Here, let's get myself a watch. I can basically just back away from zombies as they're advancing on me and keep taking pot shots at them until they fall. Now, there's still a number of zombies that I find intimidating, but that has been working for me pretty well, especially with a crowbar, because a crowbar does a lot of damage. Like, a baseball bat knocks them, at least in my experience, and it could be that I was misreading things, but it seems like a baseball bat is more likely to knock them down, put them on the ground, and then you need to sort of execute them on the ground, whereas I think that a crowbar is more likely to kill them on their feet, which makes it better for, you know, retreating and hitting zombies in the face as they're advancing on you. So Darlarorian is reminding me that if I'm playing in multiplayer, the game does not pause. So, you know, running off to take care of family matters, things like that, would not really as easily be a thing. I would have to find myself a safe place, which is one major reason why, you know, I tend not to play games like this in multiplayer most of the time. Like, it's a big deal when I have to tell my family, hey, I'm playing a game I can't pause. I can't be helpful for a while. I can't just do that all the time, right? So mostly I play games like this solo so that I can pause. And actually, I was one of the big advocates on State of Decay 2. I was just like, no matter what, even if we, you know, have to accommodate multiplayer and have to, you know, not pause in multiplayer, we definitely have to make it possible to pause this game. We have to have a sort of a version of this game or a mode or something where someone with a family and a life can play this game without, you know, without just having to take a huge loss every time they get distracted. Okay, so I believe, yes, so this is the hot-wired vehicle. And I think I can just start the car without having to move it, right? Where is starting the car? Okay, I guess I do need to sort of like... Oh, wait a minute. Did I not fill it with gas? I probably have not filled this car with gas. Hold on a second. Let's look at the vehicle mechanics. I couldn't remember, because I've been playing in another save, I could not remember the state that I'd left this game in. So, 0% gas remaining. Well, that is going to be a little bit tougher, isn't it? It's going to be harder to drive. So, the question is, so there is definitely gas over here. So I can get up there. The problem is, how am I going to contain the gas? Because not every... I've been a little bit confused about this. Like, I believe that, like, once... Like, I've tried to put gas in random bottles. And sometimes it lets me make a bottle of gasoline, and sometimes it doesn't. And I'm not sure if there's, like, certain bottles can do it and certain bottles can't. I'm really not sure how it works. I should probably eat something, though. So let's just eat some of these cold carrots. Okay. So, I'm still hungry. Let's have some chips. Are we good? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Darla is suggesting to me that yes, I can collect gas in empty bottles. The problem is, like, is there some rule about, like, for instance, if a bottle is considered to be a water container, does that mean that it cannot contain gas? Actually, one thing I have not checked is what I've got in the back of this car. Oh wait, no, I've never even gotten into the back of the car. Is there a chance that I left something in this car for myself? Nope, not really. Okay, so I'm not actually in the best position to drive to March Ridge. Oh, so Dr. Bo is suggesting that it might be that that glass bottles will work, but plastic bottles wouldn't. I could see that being the case. He's suggesting that gas might actually, like, eat through plastic bottles. Oop, zombie. Let's keep our zombie murdering skills up here. There we go. Let's see what this guy's carrying. Nothing important. Okay, so I definitely know where to get gas. The big question for me right now is, where am I going to get bottles? Actually, oh, you know what there is? There's a liquor store over here. I know that from my other game. Let's head over to the liquor store, because not only will they have a lot of glass bottles, they'll have a variety of different kinds of glass bottles. They'll have wine bottles, they'll have bourbon bottles, they'll have beer bottles, and maybe we'll learn something about what bottles work and which don't. Because my other character in this world, he had, like, proper gas cans, but he took the two that I found. And so I suspect it's going to be difficult for me to find just another gas can very easily. Oh, okay. So this place is full of zombies. Cool, cool, cool. Don't bite me, you jerk. Okay, this one has not figured out where I am yet. Here we go. Luckily, we've got some kind of dumb zombies in here, which is nice. Very useful for me. So one thing that really helps, by the way, Hadrian, I got this advice from one of my viewers. Turning on zombie outlines in melee. Normally, zombie outlines only show up when you're using ranged weapons, but if you turn them on in melee, you can tell exactly when they're getting close enough to you that you can hit them. And so that suddenly, without me realizing even, like, why it was making such a big difference, like it like I didn't realize at first why I was having such trouble. Okay, I've grabbed 4 different kinds of bottles. Let's go try them all. I didn't realize originally why I was having such trouble hitting zombies. And I think a lot of the time it was because I was just slightly off in my range. I was swinging a little bit too early or a little bit too late. And so now that I've got the outlines on the zombies, I can tell when they're in range and when I can hit them. And that makes it so much easier. It makes me so much more confident fighting the zombies. So Darla is pointing out that that noise is the big problem with ranged weapons. Yeah, that's true. So noise and skill. Like my character, your character generally starts out with pretty low, unless you pick certain starting conditions. Your character is typically pretty bad at shooting guns at first, and so you have to train a lot. What players have viewers in my chat have told me in the past is that shotguns are good training weapons because they hit so easily that you get a lot of experience scoring hits. That raises your skill level, and then you can transition to things like handguns and and rifles that are lighter, that might be longer range, and eventually you could get a character who's good with guns. But no matter what, I mean, guns still make noise, and there's still a cost to using them. If we got a mod, it looks like we got an ad bot in the chat here. All right, okay, so we've got zombies gathering around the gas station. Let's take care of them before they surprise me. Yeah, see that? I missed that zombie because they weren't green yet. Okay, come on. Okay, for some reason, some zombies just live forever as you're hitting them. I don't know why. Okay, nothing special on these guys. Hello? We got more zombie friends. These zombies were not here last time. However, I think that my previous character went through a helicopter event. I'm not exactly sure how they work, but sometimes you'll hear a helicopter in the background. All the zombies will go nuts and they'll move around constantly. Okay, so because all the empty bottles get labeled empty bottle, and it's hard to distinguish between them, let's very carefully empty our bottles one at a time and see which bottles I can definitely get gas with. All right, you've got a letter opener. That seems cool. Okay, let's also grab the bourbon. Let's put these all outside our duffel bag. So we got a beer bottle with beer in it, a bourbon, a red wine, and wait, didn't I have white wine too? Ah, white wine, yes. Oh, right, that's the one that I was in the middle of transitioning when the zombie attacked me. And you know what? Well, I'll eat this yogurt next time I get hungry. I'm nervous about the yogurt going bad. All right, so let's do an experiment. Let's get out here and say, okay, so beer. Let's pour this beer on the ground. I don't want to be drunk right now. So, okay, so we've got an empty beer bottle. Let's see if we can fill this with gasoline. No. No, the beer bottle will not fill with gasoline. I'm not getting the... Let's make sure. But I'm not getting the interaction to fill it with gasoline. Nothing? Okay. So, let's empty out a different bottle. Let's empty out the red wine bottle. Okay, so now I have 2 empty bottles, but one of them can take gasoline. The wine bottle can take gasoline, but not the beer bottle. Let's actually, let's just drop the beer bottle for now. Get it out of consideration here. Okay, so now let's pour out our white wine on the ground. Again, I just don't want my character to be getting drunk right now. Okay, yeah, so the white wine bottle makes sense. It's the same kind of bottle as the red wine bottle. It can take gas. But then let's pour out the bourbon. Or actually, let's disinfect my bandage. Just to make sure. And then let's pour the rest of this bourbon out on the ground. Bourbon's valuable because you can use it as a disinfectant. Yes! Okay, okay, so it's wine and bourbon bottles can be used to collect gasoline, but beer bottles can't, and that's why I was having trouble before. Yeah, so Peroxicus says I'm pouring some out for my dead homies. That's exactly what I'm doing. You can tell that I played around here for a while because there's just so much crap on the ground. Oh, hey, there's my rolling pin. I remember using this rolling pin. It's in bad condition, but you know what? I'm going to grab it because maybe I'll get to make a pie someday. I don't know. And I think I've already I mean, I've got a hammer already. I don't think I need any of this stuff that I left. So, all right. So now we're headed back to this corner where we can fill that car. We're not going to fill it. What are we going to do? We're going to put... I think we've probably got... I think we're going to fill the car up to about 37.5%. So I do like that in this game there's always, you know, running away from zombies always is, you know, it's often a good idea just because, I mean, just the slightest problem can get you killed. And so I'm glad that the game sort of makes that interesting decision, but they also don't make it so that running away from zombies is always the good choice. Because, you know, clearing out the number of zombies in the area you're operating in really matters. They don't just constantly spawn new zombies the way that State of Decay does. If you've killed a bunch of zombies in an area, there are legit fewer zombies in that area for a while, at least until something happens to bring more back. So you see this is my new strategy, just backing away while crowbarring zombies in the face. And then the last one gets killed on the ground. All right, so let's grab that screwdriver. Screwdrivers are good for taking doors off their hinges, which can be valuable sometimes. Oh wait, this is Felicia Ham. Oh yeah, that's one of my former characters. Awesome. Oh, she's got leather gloves. I think she's got some better clothes than me. I'm gonna wear some of her better clothes. Oh, she's got a hard hat. She's got a gas mask. Now, okay, I'm actually carrying too much now, so we need to get back there quick. I don't want to be, like, caught out in the open. Oh, wait. It's time to eat this yogurt. Eating my delicious yogurt. Character's getting tired. Actually, I probably have some stuff in my regular inventory that I could just shove in my backpack. Might be helpful. Yeah, let's just shove these in my duffel bag. I don't actually need to carry my old shoes around. Okay, that puts me in much better shape. All right, cool. Yeah, sorry. I started reading the chat and just walked right into a car. Okay, so before I get in the car, let's get inside this house. Oh, by the way, so Darlorian is pointing out that every effect that I let accumulate up here makes my character worse at stuff. And so it's really good, it's really important to sort of keep track of that. In fact, it might be worthwhile for me to take a nap before I go any further, though. Weirdly, this house doesn't have a... Oh, it's got a cot. Okay, cool. So let's close these curtains. It is 8:30 at night, so it's not a crazy time to get some shut-eye. But let's get all ready to go first. So I'm not sure which side the gas tank is on, but I think I just need to right-click the vehicle. Say add gasoline, add all. And then, as I understand it, I can also refuel this vehicle directly from the gas station if I park in the right spot. So, okay, so this has now got gas. And... okay, I'm going to pull it forward just slightly so I can get at the trunk. Oh, wait, let's turn it off. Thank you, by the way. Whoever gave me the advice to click on that engine button to start the car, that is not something I would have thought of on my own. Oh, interesting. I still don't have the key to this. So I've hotwired the car, but I don't have a key to the back. And so I'm just never going to be able to use the back. Okay, well, let's take stuff we don't need out of here. Sure, mirror. Maybe I want that. I don't know. But I can load things into the chair next to me to sort of take the load off my back here. So let's put the cans in there. And then I think, yeah, the hand torch can go in the glove compartment. The letter opener, the only reason I have the letter opener is because I've heard that certain fresh foods I'm going to keep in on me. I've heard that some like recipes, like sandwiches, for instance, need to have some kind of cutting implement so you can slice your bread. So here, let's, I'm going to wash all my clothing because I've put on some of Felicia Ham's disgusting bloody zombie clothing. So Darla points out that you can learn the skills necessary to hotwire cars. Yeah, so I believe what I read was that it's mechanics 2 and electronics 1 or electrical stuff 1 that you need in order to do that. And unfortunately, I'm not dead certain how to practice those skills. I think you can just like practice disassembling vehicles and stuff, changing tires, things like that to get your mechanics up. So yeah, I think it is possible, but I think it would take a lot of time to get a character up to the point where they can hotwire a vehicle from scratch, which is why I start with a burglar when I want to do that. Oh wait, Proxicus pointed out that there's a trunk open button when you're sitting in the front seat. By the way, look at my character's all not bloody now. It's great. Let's also, can I wash my... okay, so the gas mask. I think I might need to wear the gas mask first before it will let me wash it. There we go. So I don't know if there's a purpose to wearing it right now, or... it looks badass, though. I just don't know if it's, like, is it being depleted in some way? I just want to make sure I'm not making a stupid decision here. Gas mask. Okay, it's not... Okay, it does have a condition. I guess let's just wear the gas mask for a while and then check its condition and see if it's going down. If it's going down, I'll quit wearing it. All right, so I'm hungry. I wonder, like, is there anything useful? Oh, here's a kitchen knife. That's gonna be better than a stupid letter opener anyway. But is there anything else here that will help me cook something delicious? You know what? I'm gonna grab a fork and a spoon too. Just because it's good to have one of each of those things. Okay, so no, I don't think there's anything. So I think I'm just gonna eat. I'm gonna eat some grapefruit. And then I guess, yeah, there's no purpose in me microwaving the mixed vegetables before I eat them, right? Okay, I'm not hungry anymore. Let's sleep. Wait, hold on. It just occurred to me, I'm not sure if I closed the door. Well, I guess we'll find out if I close the door. Okay, so yeah, Paroxicus points out that even though he was the one who I saw say that I could push a green button to open the trunk. It was actually Dr. Bow who said it originally. So credit to Dr. Bow. So green button. Oh, trunk! Trunk is unlocked. Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Bow. And thank you, Paroxicus. It's just got a big tire in the back. Well, cool. Well, hey, let's... just because it makes sense to me. Let's grab all the stuff out of... the stuff that I had stacked in the seat. Let's just grab it out. And we'll put it in the trunk. So grab all of our canned food. Goes in the trunk. And then all of our other, like, supplies that I'm not planning to need immediately. Like my kitchen tools and this battery and the antidepressants. We'll drop them all in the back, too. And then our next goal is to head back up to the gas station and fill this vehicle all the way up. Directly from the gas pump, which I've never done before. So I don't know what complexities that might have. I imagine I want to park with the pump on the left side. I'm assuming that that's a thing. Let's definitely zoom out so I can tell what's ahead of me. And I'm not going to drive too fast because there's a limit to how far ahead I can see in a top-down game. Okay, so passing the motel. By the way, it took most of the day, not most of the day, but it took a significant amount of time for me to come up here originally. Okay, left side of the vehicle. But it was just almost instantaneous. In a car. Okay, so. Refuel from gas pump. Alright, so because of the key over my head, I can't actually see my progress bar, but I'm assuming it's going. Dr. Bo says I could also have hit the vehicle button to get the option to refill from the pump. The vehicle button is V, and it opens up all of the vehicle-related options here. So I can also siphon gasoline out of the car, which is neat. Okay, so now I am full up on gas. When I saw that the car was out of gas, I was like, oh, this is going to be a huge problem. It's going to take me the entire episode to solve this problem. But nope, it's not. We have figured out how to do it quickly and efficiently. So, okay, we're going to head back down again. We're going to go back to the same spot we were in before. The spot where my friend died. But then, we're going to try to settle it. I mean, the last time I played, I was a lot less confident fighting zombies. And I also had not yet made the transition in my head from wandering nomad eating chips to person who settles down and tries to build something more permanent. Now, I've still got the problem of water. I don't really know much about collecting, accumulating water, getting, to a place where I have easy access to water. So that's still a concern. I might need to do some exploration around that area to make sure I get access to water. But holy crap, there's a ton of zombies on this road. It's got to feather the gas. Make sure I'm not going so fast I can't slam the brakes on and go into reverse ahead of say. Because I know at least at some point there's like a bunch of crashed cars and a roadblock on this road. I forgot exactly where. It's further. It might be past the end of town. That's where I got my first vehicle I ever got in a different save. By the way, sorry I'm not reading the chat right now. I mean, I've been barely reading the chat as it is, but I'm reading the chat even less because if I glance away for a second, I'm hitting a zombie and wrecking my car. Now, you can hit a few zombies and kill them and keep driving, but your vehicle has a very complicated health system on it where individual components of the vehicle get worse and worse. And I'm pretty sure that hitting a zombie probably damages a bunch of those components. So I'm going to be as careful as I possibly can. Dr. Lockenstein suggests that I should become a person who both settles down and eats chips. That's true. The reason I was saying eats chips is because basically what I used to do is I would grab the first few canned foods that I saw, realize I didn't have a can opener, and just carry them around forever, taking up space in my backpack. I was absolutely unwilling to drop them because they seemed valuable. But... oh, wait, hold on. If there's no zombies around, let me quickly... I forgot what to do here. Okay, I keep going through. It's the next intersection. Okay. Yeah, so basically, but I got to the point where I was like, I started leaving canned foods alone because I was like, I can't do anything with these. And so I would just eat chips. Now, canned foods are what you get if you're planning on staying in a place a long time and accumulate tools over time. Like, you'll eventually find if you look long enough, you will eventually find a can opener. And so canned foods they're an investment in the future. And so when so switching from being someone who just eats chips, who just gets the food that can be eaten immediately, to somebody who grabs the food that's a long-term investment. Whoa! Gosh! Okay. Anyway, that's an important mental transition. All right. part of the problem with driving a car is it's just freaking loud. And so even if it looks like there's a small number of zombies in a place where you might stop, there could be more zombies very soon because they heard a car. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, right. I stopped here with my other character before to loot that ambulance. And so I think that I've got better medical supplies at my destination right now because of that. By the way, check out the fact that unlike in State of Decay 2, my gas tank is not emptying as quickly. And part of that's because in State of Decay 2, refueling, like getting fuel to refuel your cars is kind of easy. And the size of our world is fairly small. And so we kind of have to simulate the experience of going a long ways and running out of gas without as much physical space. And in a situation where getting new gas is not that hard. In this game, you saw getting new gas, like getting gas, is a big hassle, and especially I assume that after the electricity runs out, getting gas is going to become a problem because I think those pumps will shut down. So getting gas is a big problem, and just the sheer scale of this world is just mind-boggling compared to State of Decay 2. So between the two of those, they can have a much more realistic rate of gas depletion in this game. So this is like a gated community, by the way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the northeastern edge of town, because that's what the other me did. That's what Richard Branson did. His name was not Richard Branson. It was like, his last name was like Dion or something like that. But he just looked so much like Richard Branson, I just started thinking of him as Richard Branson. In fact, if you're watching this later on YouTube, the last 2 episodes were named Richard Branson Does Something. This character does not look like Richard Branson. There are so many, by the way, there's so many zombies in this town. It feels like, because this town is smaller and denser, but it feels like it has the same number of zombies as Muldraugh. They're just packed tighter. So this might actually, this might be a little bit like I'm moving from builder difficulty to survivor difficulty or something. I'm just glancing away from the screen real quick to see how long I've been streaming. Yeah, I do feel like I've got about an episode's worth already. So maybe this journey will be the end of the episode, and starting to settle down will be the next one. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it was turning right and then going up to the end of this street. It will get me where I'm going. Yeah, here's some dead zombies. Here's my other car. We'll just park right next to each other here. Okay, so some zombies are going to be coming after me. Why am I holding a... Oh, I'm holding a bottle because I refueled the car. That's right. Oh, wait. I just left the engine running, didn't I? Hold on. Okay, zombies are coming. I'm just going to get in real quick. No, I'm not. I'm going to get in real quick. I don't know if leaving the engine running depletes a car of gasoline, and I'm not going to find out. Like, I don't know if they've set it up so the gasoline is only depleted when you're moving, or if they've set it up so the gasoline is depleted just anytime the engine is running. Or if it is like real life where those are variable amounts of depletion. Like you're losing some gas when you're idling, and more gas when you're the faster you travel, or the faster you accelerate. Like, this is the kind of game where I can imagine them doing the nerdiest, most realistic implementation of something like that. So yeah, we'll take care of these zombies that are coming in because of my drive. And hopefully there won't be too many more. Okay, we've got 2 more coming in. Okay, you 2 come to me. I definitely want them to not be... Well, actually, since this, I think long weapons, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that long weapons can hit multiple zombies with a single swing, whereas short weapons can only hit a single zombie. And so for a while I was sticking to short weapons because it was easy to carry something else in my other hand. Oh, these zombies seem like they're going to be annoying. Let me see if I can get in there. Here, I'll try to get in through a different window than the one that they're banging on. But yeah, so I used to have more of a problem sort of trying to fight multiple zombies coming at once. I'd be like, I have to have one zombie at a time. And so I'd try to like angle the zombies I was fighting so that I'd only be facing one at a time. With this weapon though, it seems like it's not actually that big of a deal to fight at least 2 zombies at once. Oh, looks like that zombie just broke that window. Dang it, that's what I was trying to avoid. Oh well. Yeah, it just seems like having a house full of angry zombies right next door will be a problem for me. So there was weren't there at least 2 in here? There we are. I have to say, I swore I saw 2. Okay, so I don't know what the curtain situation is in the other place, but I'm just gonna grab some curtains here. And ooh, they've got a radio in here. All right, I'm grabbing that radio. And then, oops, I'm trying to stop it. Okay. Oh, an empty bowl. Ooh. That means I can make salad out of all of this fresh food. We're grabbing this too. And ice cream. But I'm betting no can of... Ooh, empty kettle. Huh. Oh, a new rolling pin. Don't need that. Canned foods. I just leave the canned foods here. I don't need to bring them all. But I will. I'm not grabbing the dog food. I'm not that desperate yet. I gotta check my phone. Make sure that there's no emergencies happening. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. All right. How's my... Okay, I am a little bit overloaded. And I'm hungry. So let's get out of this house. We can check over the rest of it later. So Dr. Bo says that I might be generally right about how those weapons work, but that, like, for instance, a nightstick is a short blunt weapon that can do multi-hits. Okay, so let's see. What is our curtain situation? Looks like we've got curtains drawn here, curtains. Okay, looks like we got curtains everywhere. I don't think I can curtain a door, can I? No. I'm imagining maybe I don't need to. Okay, so I'm starving. So first off, let's get this ice cream in the freezer. So freezer. Oh, there's already some ice cream in there. Well, we're about to have more ice cream. And then where do we want to store our canned goods? Oh, it looks like my former buddy is already storing canned goods up here. So we'll stick our canned goods. Oh, but it won't all fit. So we'll stick most of our canned goods up there, and then we'll find a different cabinet to store more in. Okay, new cabinet. What's going on with this cabinet? Nothing. All right, stick some more canned food in there. We should also pick a cabinet for our cooking tools. Oh, here we go. There's our cooking tools. Oh, wait, I think I've got the cooking tools elsewhere. I've got them in the car, don't I? Oh, but our bowl. We'll stick our bowl there for now. And then also for now, let's stick our fresh foods in the fridge. Oh, yeah, so folks are talking about... Oh, wait, I've got my rolling pin, too. Let's throw that in here. Folks are talking about, like, what will get you killed in this game? Like, how do infections work? So, originally, I believed that only a bite would get you infected in this game. I was incorrect about that. I don't want this corpse right in front of my door. Apparently, what we've learned is, in fact, I don't want zombies on the property at all. I mean, I'm not going to be able to ever clean up all the zombies on the street, but I can at least put the other zombies on the street. Let's get in here. Okay, let's grab everything except the tire. Excuse me? That didn't work the way I expected to. All right, let's grab everything except for the tire out of the back of this car, so we can store it in the house. Oh yeah, but apparently, so what I learned from listening to other players. I'll hold on to the rest of this stuff in there from my previous run. What I've learned from other players is that that a bite is a guaranteed kill. Like if you've got a bite, you've definitely got the zombie plague, and you're just figure out what your last acts are. Because you're basically, your mission at that point is to set the game up for the next character who follows you. Set the world up for the next character who follows you. But apparently also just normal scratches and things. Like basically anything that penetrates the skin also has a chance of infecting you. What? Did I just eat that spoon? No, okay, I did move it. Or did I? I did. All right. And then, okay, where should I store my, like, I don't know, construction materials and things? Like, I'll stick a sheet in here. Actually, bandages, first aid-y stuff, that goes in the bathroom where I've got a sink, right? Except, oh, there's no storage in this bathroom. Okay. Where do I want to stick my first aid stuff? Actually, you know what I should do? I should probably get a first aid kit. Let's see. Oh, okay. It looks like my character already stored a first aid kit in here, but I hadn't learned. There's a thing I hadn't learned quite yet at the time I did that. So let's grab this first aid kit. And it looks like I got weapons and things in there too. But the thing I hadn't learned was that you can actually grab a first aid kit and you can place it in the world. So I can like have this desk just sit here with a first aid kit on it, and now I can open it up easily and just put whatever I want in there. So I can stick bandages in there. Why do we have foundation makeup? Did I pick that up at some point? I don't know why I picked that up. I don't think I'm ever going to use makeup. So let's move another course. I'm just going to make a habit of like, hey, I said pick it up. Of just moving corpses until I don't have any more corpses in my place. Drop corpse. And then oh yeah, I do have the spoon in my inventory for some reason. Okay, so let's drop that. Oh, and I've got that radio too. Let's put that radio on the desk. So yeah, so just hit place item, and I choose the tile the item goes on, and that also, it'll go on top of any like obstacle that it's standing on top of, which is cool. And then I've got a bunch of empty bottles. Okay, I've got my spoon, my extra spoon. Let's just stick this right there. Stick the spoon right here. And then, so some of these empty bottles are water containers. And some of them are not. And unfortunately, I really wish that it distinguished between these bottles. Because maybe I just filled one of the wine bottles? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, no. Here we go. Okay. So can I... Okay, so this is a beer bottle. Okay, so I think I did just fill a wine bottle. I did just fill a wine bottle. So I'm going to pour that onto the ground. Do I have the ability to specifically decide to fill... Oh, okay, here we go. Let's take the bottles that can contain gasoline, and let's put them in the closet. So that wine bottle, that bourbon bottle, and that wine bottle, they all go in the closet. If I need to get gas sometime, I know where to get those. In the meantime, my remaining bottles are good water bottles. Yeah, so Dr. Bo, as far as I could tell, it didn't let me choose which... I could be wrong about what was going on there. But anyway, okay, I'm hungry. I am hungry. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a salad. We're going to end this episode with me making a salad. So, I'm going to grab this empty bowl. I'm going to stand next to the fridge. So I've got access to everything in the fridge. And then, I'm going to make myself a fruit salad. I'm going to put some banana in it. Okay, so now I've got a banana fruit salad. It will fill my hunger by 8. thirst by -2, and unhappiness by -5. But let's add something else. Let's add a grapefruit. And so now hunger is -18, thirst -27, unhappiness -10. And then let's add some lime as a spice. So that didn't affect the hunger very much, but boredom and unhappiness got significantly better. So I think I want just a little bit more grapefruit in there. Okay, so that's hunger -28. I think that's going to be pretty good. So I'm going to eat the heck out of this fruit salad now. I personally don't like lime on things, but my character is different. Wait, I'm still hungry? What? I expected that amount of eating to have made a bigger difference. Okay, well, let's make another salad. This time, let's make a vegetable salad. Let's get some zucchini in there. Some broccoli. Let's see, some bell pepper. This is going to be making me happy. And some pickles. Right, okay, so hunger -28, unhappiness -15. Let's eat the heck out of this salad. This had better make me full. Yes, I am stuffed. I cannot possibly eat any more. So, cooking is great in this game. I love cooking. I love thinking, it's some, this game is about fulfilling a particular fantasy, right? It's about, like, really immersing you in the zombie apocalypse. And just thinking about, like, what my character is feeding himself to make himself not just fed, but happier. Like, that makes a big difference. I don't know. For some reason, that feels meaningful in this game. More meaningful in this game than it does in a lot of other zombie survival games. Peroxicus says, I reckon if anything would make a person turn vegan, it would be the zombie apocalypse. Because just the smell of rotting meat everywhere all the time would just be a disaster. I agree. So Dr. Lackenstein says, dude, you've got a base. It has begun. Yes, I do have a base now, sort of. I mean, the thing I've done that makes it my base is I've decided where everything goes in the furniture. That kind of works, right? At some point, I'm going to want to start learning more stuff about how to have a base. Like, for instance, I've heard that having a second story entry can be really valuable. Just a place to hang out that zombies can't get to can be a thing worth constructing. That having, a wall around your base, like a fence that zombies can't climb, is really valuable. So there's a lot of things that I haven't even begun to figure out how to do yet, that would make having a base feel more meaningful. But yeah, we've changed our mindset now. We learned how to fill our car up with gas. We got over here, and now we're learning how to settle down. So I guess we'll see where that takes us next episode. So if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'll stick a button right there for you. And the next episode I do of Project Zomboid is going to go here, and I'll put some other nonsense right here if you want to look at other things.